834 miles on this 2022 GMC Yukon XL, and we are driving across the country. Will it make it 1,000 miles? But it already has. It's actually made it 2,000 miles. So in this video, I'm putting it to the test, stressing my wife and my family out a little bit more by adding an entire trailer full of stuff. We have 2 containers filled to the rim with things. We have a grill, we have Jeep Wrangler tops, we have a John boat, a trash barrel filled with things, a spare tire, and a 0-turn lawnmower. Now, my daughter is playing in a national soccer tournament for the state of Florida, and why take the easy road? We drove 2,000 miles to New Hampshire, and this truck made it perfectly. I saved myself $2,000 by fixing this door with my brother ourselves, and now we're not going to Tennessee, we're doing a countrywide road trip and exploring everything that the country has to offer, and you guys are coming along with us. My name is Craig from Flying Wheels. I am stressed out and upset and annoyed and frustrated all the time, and every once in a while you need a vacation. You need to chill out, you need to relax, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this video is that and not us broken down on the side of the road with a trailer or a 400,000 mile truck. Again, Craig, Flying Wheels, you're joining me. Let's get going. So it's 9:30, the night before the second half of our road trip. Our door looks wonderful in the light. Look at how good Adam did on the blue. Did a great job. My wife didn't know we were bringing this trailer home until yesterday. So that is going with us to Tennessee and then to Florida. This guy has packed all 4 bearings for me and put new lug nuts on it while I was working today. So we are just going to check the torque specs on them. Click.
Okay, there's one.
Click. 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 Great. I'll do it to all, 20 of them? And then I'll drive 50 miles and then I'll do it again tomorrow. So today we depart New Hampshire and I'm bringing my trailer. So we got a 2 5/16 ball that I just bought from AutoZone. And we're going to go to the auction to pick up a car, drop it off at my shop, and hope Lauren can sell it while I'm gone. And then we have to bring some stuff because I lived here for a while. And I still have a lot of stuff here. So we're gonna put some of it on the trailer and tow it to Nashville and then back to Florida with us. Also, we are over 2,000 miles into this trip and I have not even checked the oil yet, which I highly don't recommend. I recommend checking your oil, especially in a 387,000 mile truck. So we're gonna check our oil before we head off to Finger Lakes, New York, which I wanna tell you about in just a second. But before I do that, check out this match. Oh my goodness, thank you, Adam. The savings on that alone basically paid for this trip to get here and back. So let's check the oil. We are perfect. Oh my goodness. It's not burnt, it's perfectly gold, it's right up to the line. That is amazing. 387,000 miles and still going strong. Now, I have to just give credit to ChatGPT because I told them what I was doing. That's how we came up with the sunrise in Charleston, South Carolina. I said we want to go to Nashville, but we want to take a tour. We don't want to just go highway. So today we're driving up to the Finger Lakes, Watkins Glen, and New York, and we're going to hike and look at like waterfalls and stuff. And it mapped out where we're eating, how to keep the kids entertained. It was wild. So I just want to show you how it planned it out. So I said, oh, it even gave me content ideas and script ideas. So instead of going to Nashville, take me through side roads. I want to do a full road trip with my family. New Hampshire, day 1, Finger Lakes, 8 to 9 hour drive, Watkins Glen, the wow start. 19 waterfalls and 1 short hike, stone staircases, food stops, content ideas. Finger Lakes to West Virginia, where we go to New River Gorge, and then there's canyons. It tells us again where to stop. West Virginia to Kentucky, Kentucky to Nashville, and we're done. Amazing. So we're gonna do that today. Timing is amazing. I'm at the auction. We have to get this to my shop and get it out of here. I showed up and they were jump starting it to move right as I arrived, which is amazing. So I'm gonna get this out of here and hopefully sell it up here so you can cash out of it. And there we go. Let's see if she can tow. We got a Murano and a trailer on the back of a 300 an 87,000 mile truck. Guess what I have for Lola?
Your food is here, come on. Good girl, look what I have for you. On this family road trip, we're bringing our dog. So something we had to consider on this trip was how we're going to feed her. So my dog is typically a grazer. She comes back and forth to her food all day. But we got this Spot and Tango Unkibble, and this stuff is in her bowl. She eats it all in one sitting. Now it's easily packaged, it's Ziplocs tight. This is soft food and it's real ingredients, like human grade ingredients. I'm not going to, but I could even eat this stuff. It's all veterinary design. There's beef, barley, flax, green beans, beets, carrots, cranberries, rosemary, kelp, and nothing artificial in this bag right here. But she likes this one as well: turkey, sweet potatoes, brown rice, flax, cranberries, apple, spinach, ginger, kelp, and nothing artificial. These are human ingredients in dog food. No wonder my dog loves it. And what's great about this compared to the refrigerated brands, it has the same high quality nutrition, but it has a much longer shelf life and it's about 40% more affordable. And if you're a pet parent that struggles with a picky eater or have been trying like the toppers that you put on the food to get them to eat, forget it. Try Unkibble and save 60% off with code WHEELS60. Click on the link in my description to try some out for yourself or your dog. For your dog to try some out.
I'm late. It's been 2 hours that I've been at my shop in New Hampshire trying to pack up the trailer. I'm not going home on a wasted trailer. So I have these two boxes are like $400 each, and they're sitting in my container. I filled them with tools that I need at my shop that I'm gonna have to buy anyway. I have 3 different Jeep Wrangler premium soft tops and a tonneau cover here with windows. It's like $2,500 or $3,000 worth of stuff right there. I know I need a new grill. This is from my lake house that we sold. That grill was like $400. This little boat, it's worthless right now, but it's pretty cool. It's from the 60s or 70s, made of fiberglass. It's I don't know if you guys know what this is. I have my zero-turn lawnmower. That's at least $1,000 to $1,500. A Skimar made in Connecticut. This thing's pretty cool. We're gonna restore this at my shop. Has a hull identification number and everything. So we have a lawnmower, boat, wet vac, grill, 2 boxes filled with tools, Jeep Wrangler parts, beach towels that we're gonna use anyway. They were sitting in storage. But the best is what's in here. If I had space for it in Florida, I would 100% bring it with me. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, I forgot I had a snowblower. This smells super musty in here. Wow. That is a 1997 Nissan 240SX S14 Silvia with an LS1 V8, Corvette V8 and T56 manual transmission. If I had the space and time to drift, this would be in Florida on that trailer. Unfortunately not, so it's gonna stay in here collecting dust until the day I'm ready to do something with it. I love that car and hate that car. Most fun car, most misery I've ever had is with that car. All right, we're packed up. I'm gonna go pick up my family who's upset with me right now and head on to our next destination. Oh man, mile marker 387, 819, 2241 miles on this car. I love the backcountry roads in New Hampshire in the summer. We're on the way to my old shop and just, that is so beautiful. I love it up here in the summer. We're loaded up, we're tied down, fingers crossed, we make it to upstate New York with no issues. Hey lady, where are we going to first?
Syracuse, New York.
All right, we're on our way to Syracuse, New York. Fingers crossed nothing bad happens. Next clip, we'll rack up the mileage. We're at 2255 into this.
I'm offline, so I can't do that.
We're at 2,255 miles in this trip so far with no headaches. Pulling a trailer, I don't know. I also want to give a shout out to Larry Poirier, who reached out to me on Instagram when he saw one of my stories and said, make sure you turn on trailer mode. So trailer mode will change the shift points and it will save the transmission. Larry told me the transmission will burn out trying to climb hills and downshifting and upshifting and trying to figure out what gear we should be in with a trailer on it. So this should save a little bit of energy and life on our transmission as well. So thanks, Larry. Next stop, hopefully Syracuse and not the side of a highway. Only 30 miles in and I'm pulled over on the side of the highway already. So I got a lot of weird looks on the side. Like as people pass me, I got a lot of weird looks. So I should definitely stop and check it out. So already my grill cover is ripping, so I guess I should probably remove this. I lost the rope that was holding the grill cover on, so that's gone. This is open, so that shouldn't be open. I saw that flapping in the mirror. I guess hindsight, I should have taped that down. Let's check our straps and remove the grill cover. But less than 50 miles in and we got some weird looks already, so let's readjust. All right, I think Papa Al would be proud of these cross tapes. Cross tapes, cross tapes. That one's not opening because of that. And this, instead of just taping it, I wrapped it twisted it, wrapped it, twisted it, tied it over, and then twisted it again. So that's not going to be lifting at all. Ooh, that's loose. That's fairly loose. That's fairly loose, so we'll readjust all those too. Things shift, so that's why we check. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4 tight straps. We're good. All right, I think we're safe now, so at least till the next gas station. Pop quiz. I'm not gonna say it. Who can pronounce this city we're going towards? So we are going on 290 West towards where? How do you say that? If you're not from New England, I guarantee you pronounce it wrong. Okay, I'll just tell you. It's Worcester, not Worcester. It's Worcester. Welcome to Worcester. $1.25, pal.
Welcome to Worcester, $1.25.
And who knows what that's from. Almost 388,000 miles. We're just about to hit it in 14 miles. We're driving through New York. One thing I've learned about this vehicle, and I've mentioned how much I hate the future of tech, I can't talk to my nav because I don't have the cell service that's paid for. So like in a car from 2012, I just push the button and say, to navigate me to Watkins, New York, and it does it. This is a paid subscription, and I can't even use my, like I have to do it on my, oh, we're in New York officially. Guys, we're in New York. We can download the I Love New York app. So this is a paid subscription to use the navigation, or I use my phone to navigate us where we're going. So best cars stopped in 2012, but we're officially in New York. 13 miles to 388. Oh, that's pretty cool looking.
Oh, it's a train track.
Usually it's a river below us. This is just a gorge or something. Valley.
Yeah.
There's a lane closure ahead.
There is a river.
It's
There it
pretty.
is. Wow.
It's beautiful.
Welcome to downtown Albany. You know what I forgot to do 21 miles ago? Mark our 388,000 miles on our vehicle. Darn it, we hit 388,000 miles, and I think we're gonna stay in Albany for the night. Is Albany a safe place? I don't really know. That is a good looking church. Downtown is right here. MVP Arena is right around here somewhere. So we're gonna have some dinner, park here, and hope our stuff doesn't get jacked, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what New York is like. I'm from the country. So there is 24-hour surveillance, but they do say not responsible for theft or damage to vehicles. No free parking at any time.
Hey,
Okay.
take
Pretty
a
cool
side
building.
right to stay on Broadway.
Albany's kind of neat looking. Yeah. Churches in Albany are awesome. And what's that big building? Is that the state building right in front of us? Oh, Hilton.
At the light, turn right onto Eagle Street.
Nice building. Oh, look at that right up straight ahead.
Buildings are gorgeous.
Wow. My wife is wondering what the term for like gargoyles and cathedral style. Look at the detail. What are we looking for? The word we're looking for? Like when there's gargoyles and cathedrals and like what kind of style is that? Please tell us. I can't think of the word and neither can she. Shout out to Albany because 5 minutes outside of the projects are these houses, which are beautiful. Albany is like a bicycle ride away from here, and these houses are so cool looking. They're not even like mansions, they're just really, they have a lot of character. Look at that one right there. A little cottage. And that one's beautiful. These people have, maybe I like that they have land and we don't have land anymore. We used to have land. Let's admire the sunset. Wowza.
Target.
Oh, I think this is the highway we were on. That's awesome.
That is. Target.
A good looking sunset. Wow. I want to show you how stupid safety protocols on technology are. I am backing my trailer up, okay? I'm in trailer mode. I'm backing my trailer up. And I want to see and make sure I'm not going to hit anything. I can't see behind me unless I'm standing. I have my foot on the brake. I am standing out the car. I want to back up. The car will not let me go in reverse because my door is open. We talked about this in another video. I'm going to put it in reverse. Door open. Parking brake released. All right, ready? Let's go back. And now I'm parked again. It automatically went in park. Let me try it again. Reverse. I want to see where I'm going. And always shift to park when exiting. Dude, guys, we're capable. We're human beings. We're adults. Let us do things without my computer telling me what I can and can't do. I don't want restrictions on my vehicle because some engineer or safety person threw it up the chain with a good idea. Hey, you know what would be a good idea? If we wouldn't let this guy back up with his door open when he was trying to tow or line up a trailer or end of rant. You guys get it. If you've ever towed, you know what I'm saying. It's so ridiculous. Severe trust issues, so I parked where it's lit, and there's a camera right there. So hopefully my zero turn is there in the morning, and my grill maybe? I don't know, zero turn probably, and grill. Or if they're smart, they just disengage the entire trailer, move it to the side, and take everything, my $8,000 trailer and all. I clearly do have trust issues. It's dinner time, and the problem with parking a truck with a trailer is there's nowhere to park a truck with a trailer. So I found a Chinese restaurant that is closed next to the place my wife actually wanted to have dinner. She looked up reviews, found a cool spot, which I'll show you in a second. Parked my truck in the trailer in a corner. Chinese restaurant's closed, all should be good. I walk out to get my camera, tow truck with a sign that says all violators will be towed. So I walked over, I'm like, dude, if I park here, you're gonna tow me? They're closed. He said, I'm not effing with you tonight. I'm not towing a truck and a trailer. But he was joking and laughing like he tows people. And it literally says right here, private parking, illegally parked and authorized vehicles will be towed or booted at vehicle and owner's expense 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So that's the problem with towing a trailer around town. You don't know, there's nowhere to park. You can't do anything. But he says I'm good, and I want to show you this place because we're outside of Albany now in Latham, New York, and I have to give ChatGPT credit because it recommended this place called Tipsy Moose Tap and Tavern, which is packed, loaded with people. There are so many people in there just drinking, having a good time. It looks quiet out here. It is not quiet in there. Told to redo it. I love the vibe. Love the vibe. Look at us. How lucky are we? These sweet potato fries are amazing. They have brown sugar on them and cinnamon. Mac and cheese looks incredible. New York. Oh, the Saranac Shirley Temples in a bottle. Never seen that before. And Logan salad. Yeah. He's our most expensive kid. It's the next morning, and although yesterday wasn't that exciting, I'm curious to see if our stuff is still in the trailer. Our poor old dog can no longer walk. Where is she? Come on, Lola, this way. Hey, come on.
Do you think a chest harness would help or not?
Yeah, I think anything would help. Come on. Don't feel 100% confident that all our stuff is still in the trailer. Oh, I see lawnmower handles. Bingo, bango, bongo. A grill and a zero-turn mower still intact. I love it. Love it. I misjudged this place. Let's get on the road. You guys know why dads always leave the house and the hotel last? Boom. Toothpaste. Boom. Your favorite blanket. Welcome to our road trip. We are an hour and a half in roughly on day 2, and supposedly we're gonna have some really cool adventures today, but I wanna show you one more reason why the future of our vehicle sucks, okay? We're in Bainbridge, New York. I'm at a Sunoco gas station. I'm gonna start pumping right here. Now, this handle doesn't have a lock, so I can't lock it. I also don't have a gas cap to hold the handle. So if you know, you know. Just shove the gas cap in the handle and walk away, throw my trash out, do whatever I want. But because this car is gas cap less and this fuel pump has no lock on the handle, I'm just gonna sit here and fill up 25 gallons instead of doing anything useful. So I'm just gonna stay here. Small complaint, but annoying. I also was listening to an article while I was driving about how a starter is inside the transmission of one of the newer vehicles. So it is a $4,000 job to replace a starter in a car because the starter is located inside of the transmission. Also, Mercedes is not allowing you to open the hoods of Mercedes. You cannot open the hood of the new Mercedes because there's no reason you need to be under the hood of a Mercedes. It will tell you when your oil needs to be changed or when your transmission fluid is low, which is a closed unit, or any other fluid. So you can't open the hood of your own car. You have to go to the dealer, which is what they want. They want you to have to go have the starter replaced at the dealership. I know this sounds like a complaint, but I'm continuously telling you the manufacturer is out to have you replace vehicles, not repair vehicles. We are in trouble in the future. I know it's a rant, but it's a warning also. We're in Bainbridge, New York. So it's kind of a pretty cool little upstate New York town. I like it here. Also, fuel is 40 cents per gallon more in upstate New York than it is in New Hampshire. Crazy. 40 cents a gallon more. So what is it? Bainbridge? Bainville? Anyway, the town's awesome. Beautiful little upstate New York town. Since we started towing this trailer, we have decreased our fuel economy down to 13 miles per gallon. So we were getting 19.6 on the way to New Hampshire, no trailer, flat roads. Going through like western Massachusetts, upstate New York, up and down the mountains, towing the trailer with the weight, we've decreased by 6.6 miles per gallon. So we've added a significant cost to our trip and some drag. We can't go 80 miles an hour anymore. Not that I was going 80 miles an hour, I'm not admitting to guilt, but if we were, we can't anymore. Actually, while I'm looking at it, we just filled up. On our previous fill-ups, we were getting 454 miles of estimated range to a full tank. Now it estimates 361 miles, so like 90 miles less per fill up because we have a trailer behind us. Mile marker 388,199 miles. We are in Ithaca, New York. Democracy dies in silence. Hong Kong. No war with Iran. Cruelty is not virtue. They only get away with what we allow. I actually agree with that. So before we go on this amazing, incredible adventure, we stopped for lunch. And I almost threw up in my mouth because I just bought 2 sandwiches and 2 mac and cheeses for $58. What? That's the sandwiches. Monsters. Watch Kendall eat. 2 mac and cheeses, 2 sandwiches, no drinks. Oh, 1 drink. $58. Blech.
It's like a Scooby-Doo type of sandwich.
Let me see the size of it. That is a monster. Shout out to Shortstop Deli. What, are you impressed at how good my Scooby-Doo sound effect was? Tow mode is doing its job right now. We're revving on at 4,000 RPMs, no gas, no brake. All engine braking down the hill. Thank you, GMC tow mode.
Because there's 11 of them, and they're long, thin, like lakes that are all parallel to each other. So from a map, they look like fingers.
Something special on every turn. He's getting upset. The acne teenager from The Simpsons took my $10 and told me to go park down in public parking at the bottom of Watkins Glen, which was free parking. I'm like, I don't know, Mr. Stoll, I think you go down the hill into the public parking. It's $10. And now I'm freaking sassafras and trying to not swear around my children. Don't even know where I'm going. I'm going up and down hills with a trailer. Right the bottom of my trailer off. Since this is a car channel though, let's take a second to appreciate the old Ford and this really nice Miata. They actually restored one of these on Wheeler Dealers when I first got into this business. I'm gonna stop briefly and you guys have to get out while I go up this gosh darn hill. See
That's the main
right there,
entrance.
Watkins Glen State Park. All right, I'm gonna put my hazards on, hope I don't get rammed in the rear.
Go, go.
I think my whole life is me getting rammed in the rear.
Are we going?
That's
Mom, here's your phone.
okay. Have fun. We'll see you in a few.
Let's go get free
Watch out for
slushies.
cars.
Oh, wait, I'm gonna text you the ticket. All right, I already paid. I have navs talking and seatbelts beeping. Okay, step 2, seatbelts. Deja vu, I've seen this road, ridiculous road that shouldn't ever have a trailer on it already. All right, watch where it's gonna tell me that I should be turning. So this is where it wanted me to turn, like it's in the gosh darn movie Airborne. If I was on rollerblades, it's the only way you'd make this. What are you doing? So what we didn't consider is that Watkins Glen State Park does not allow pets, and even if they did, we have a handicapped dog. We just drove 8 hours out of the way on a detour on our road trip to go on a hike with a kid in crutches and a dog that's half immobile and isn't allowed anyway. So we may not have thought this through completely. I just heard somebody say that it is a total of 2.7 miles hike, and the people coming up looked pretty exhausted. We're in flip-flops. Dropped the kids off at the bottom of the hill. And this is what it looks like for a decline. The whole thing is like this.
Logan could have done it.
No, Logan or Lola could have never done this. I guess this is what happens when we don't do our research. Okay, so you guys are at the main entrance. I think we're on the regular thing. Does Logan want to go get ice cream and we'll hike the trail?
Do you want to get ice cream?
Logan's gonna do it? Alright.
It's just kind of, you kind of like being, like, it's like annoying though, because we don't even know where we're supposed to be going.
That was not my idea. This is pretty neat. Do you think you can drink that? Tell me what you think, Taryn. Why are you shedding so much? Here, take this one too. There's more.
Do it. You said you wanted to do the
Here,
big
take
one.
that one. Show me how much just came off your back. There's more all over me. Everyone's in hiking shoes and have backpacks and waters. Walking sticks. We're in sandals and have no water. Again?
This is deja vu from our adventure of hiking Mount Washington. Very unprepared.
When I almost died of literal pneumonia. Yeah, you're right. But we made it to the top and down to say at least we're fit. Like despite no water and sandals, there are a lot of people resting that seem really tired. Yes, really tired. So we're already ahead of the game at least. So that sign just told us we're 1 mile from the main entrance, which is where the kids are. And this must be our first gorge or waterfall. Ironically, we have so many of these in New Hampshire that we're allowed to swim in. And this one is untouchable. Do not enter. Here's our first water. Oh, look at that. You can't swim in that? Come on, what a tease. It's all the moss on the rock, I think. I don't think it's gross. But
This is a little bit better than the New Hampshire.
wow, that's cool. So we accidentally got a date. I didn't unintentionally left our kids, and now we have a date. This is called the Frowning Cliff. Was there a backstory as to why? So we drove 8 hours out of the way to come to the gorge, and apparently so did everyone else, because this is not secluded or quiet. This is a traffic jam of people walking this gorge that probably shouldn't be walking this gorge. I'm a snake.
It's a garter snake. It's completely fine. They're harmless. This one's probably like a year old.
Look at how many people there are. First of all, this is beautiful, but look at how all those people are waiting in line to take a photo or drink the water or something right here. This place is packed, and I don't think anybody's American, actually. I haven't heard anybody speak English besides us.
Like flip-flops are actually better.
I agree completely, because we're getting soaked and it's completely fine.
Sorry.
Excuse us.
Like we don't even have to worry.
Yeah. This actually seems wildly dangerous. This is like a knee wall, and that's the fall. Wow. Somebody loses their balance, like a kid on crutches.
I don't think many kids on crutches come up here.
True. Sure. Logan and Lola could have done this perfectly fine.
Not so much.
Not so much. Oh, that's the other bridge. That's cool. This is what teenagers do everywhere and anywhere.
Oh, hi!
Busted.
We're straight from the tap.
What have you guys been thinking so far?
I'm having a great time.
What about Crutchy?
He's also having. I'm his photographer.
What about Muddy?
Chase drank.
Chase is actually smiling.
He drank the water. I took lots of videos. I took lots of.
Rough day for the kitty, said.
And we have no water.
Chase looks the happiest, which I'm surprised.
You're telling me we have to go.
I brought a
back?
pocket coconut water.
You guys can decide. You can go up or you can go back down.
Really sketchy.
Up is quite a view.
Up.
But it's very dangerous.
This is also very.
People are walking by in like hiking boots on their one leg and flip flops. You love to see it.
We were saying there are people like with climbing sticks taking breaks.
They have like hiking bags.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Show Logan all ripped in the other photo video. Look at him. Oh my goodness. Keep those forever. So Logan is proving his mama wrong, because this is exactly where we said Logan could not have done this.
Oh no, it was so much worse down there.
Yeah, it's way worse down there. They were wet and.
Oh, it gets worse. Say that again.
I feel like the scene in Cars 1 when Lightning McQueen and Sally were on a scenic drive going through the mountains.
It's beautiful.
What a reference.
It actually gets better than this. So you are watching the bottom of the best part right now. Come look at this before Logan sees it. Go for it. Go ahead.
God, go take.
It's like running through.
That was Chase blowing up Vita Cocos in a gorge. It is wild to me how many people don't even acknowledge that Logan is on crutches. Like not one of those 12 people even got out of Logan's way while he was trying to come up the stairs. They might as well have shoved him over the edge. Logan, come over to the right a little bit. Not one person moves for Logan. So every Never mind. Are you guys ready? Take a peek. We found you at the bottom of the trail. You guys were still at the bottom of the trail taking selfies. In fact, the reason you cannot go in the water is why?
There's dragonflies that go extinct.
Yeah, there's an
And a
endangered dragonfly and plant.
Eggs in the water.
The dragonfly lays its eggs and the plant has been seen for the first time in 100 years. So, no going in the water. Do the most.
I can't get one. Biggie.
1, 2, 3. 3. He did 3. I just have to beat 3?
Oh.
Does that feel sketchy to you?
It really is a fresca and a swim right there right now.
I get whatever.
You guys are so close to being finished, but in order to complete the trip, you need to take these stairs all the way to the top. And it's far.
Like Delta is on fire.
You're creating quite a line behind you.
Am I?
No, don't worry about it, just keep going. We have arrived and Chase is the first one to get to the top. Chase beat you for the first time ever.
Let him have it. It's kind of the one time in his life.
So at the top of the mountain we get the rest break.
It's like a reward.
Or the reward is like a reward. Strawberry ice cream? You went for strawberry too?
No, I got Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles, sherbet, wine slushy, Twix. Rate the hike. 1 to 10.
8-6.
8.6? What do you rate it?
8-4.
8.4. Good scores.
I rated a 9.
A 9, that's a good score.
7.1.
7.1 is pretty high for Chase, I think.
Chase doesn't
What
give
do you
me
think?
I think it was very doable, obviously. I give it an 8.2. You know what? A 7.8 because we can go in the water. I would have given it in the 8s if I can go in the water. Now let's enjoy our ice creams.
I give it a 9 because there's wine slushies at the end.
I gotta get out of here. I think I'm getting a ticket. So at the bottom of Watkins Glen Gorge is Seneca Lake, which is behind me. And we're in the park, and I gotta tell you, there's a family over there snapping, like 4 of them with pillows and blankets in the breeze. Oh, like they got the water breeze in there. I have never vibed with a family more than that, more than them. They are all napping. It's incredible. So we took a pit stop so the kids could all jump in the lake, and the dog likes the water because it takes all the pressure off of her hips. So we're gonna let them swim for a little bit, and then I have another surprise in store for them, which they don't know about yet. The cop's there, and me not in a parking spot here. Did I get a ticket? Did I get a ticket? Boom, no ticket. I wasn't gone 5 minutes. I ran to the bathroom and back, and then saw the cop expecting a ticket on my window. Seneca Lake, who's going in? I am.
Nope.
Not one other person, just me and Lola? Oh, well, you're breaking my heart. This is our farewell tour. Yes, you absolutely can. The lake was fun. Now I got another surprise for the kids and for you guys. Change of plans. We're heading out, and Norway is playing England right now, so we went to an English pub to watch the World Cup, and yes, we brought our kids to the bar. I said, and yes, we brought our kids to the bar. They're eating pretzels in the corner outside. Finger Lakes, awesome. Good time. Kids smoked. They're done with this trip completely. They don't even want to be on this trip anymore. And I'm kind of with them. We took a really long detour to Nashville up to upstate New York, which brings me to my next part. As a father who's responsible for 4 other people and a dog, bringing a 388,248 mile vehicle with a trailer and weight to upstate New York with all these mountains and hills, and not a great idea. Maybe not my wisest decision, because if this thing was to ever break down, upstate New York is not
the place.
Where it should be breaking down. We are effed.
Yes, we are.
Who the heck works on new
are in
GMs in the middle of this area? They work on tractors. They work on dump trucks. But new GMs, no, we are effed. So if something happens while we're out in these farmlands, and I'm just cautious about this car, I'm still uncertain. Let's see. Even though we've put 2,671 miles on this truck, which is nuts,
That's a lot.
I still keep, every once in a while, I feel something that makes me question it. Like, oh, I don't like the way that felt. Oh, I don't like how that shifted. Oh, I feel like the engine doesn't sound right. And it could just be me, but I'm also,
Hyper-focused.
I'm terrified, and we could be in some deep trouble if this thing breaks down in upstate New York. This road trip is going splendid. Far better than I anticipated in a vehicle with mileage like this.
In hindsight, maybe not the best idea. I think we're getting very, very lucky with 0 breakdowns, and it is towing incredibly well. But we did go from 19 miles per gallon down to around 14 miles per gallon with the trailer on it. But it is towing really, really well. Teaser. Next video, we're going to finish this adventure. We're going to Nashville, we're going to Kentucky, we're going to Cincinnati, Cincinnati was crazy. And then through Alabama or Louisiana, then Georgia, then back to Florida. And then after, we're selling the Yukon to a YouTube viewer because that part has already been shot. Traded it for this incredible Toyota Tundra with 0 rust. So that is the final part of our series, which will be our next video. I don't really like to go over 30 minutes in a video. I'd love to know if you wanted more, less, what you guys would like to see more and less of. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting our channel. I'll see you all later. I can't believe I gave you a teaser. The truck did make it home, and we did end up selling it. That'll be in our next video. I'll see y'all later. Adios.
It's a movie. Red carpet, the lights on through me. Anytime I ride, it's a new me. Real diamonds on my neck, that's moving. Flashing lights. All these things come to me. Rest in pride. Yeah, well, you feel that? Feel that?